If you are a singer who finds yourself just imitating other artists when you are singing the songs you love and you struggle to find your true voice, this video is for you. Hi everyone, I'm Amber Maud Kathy. I'm a vocal coach, voice teacher, vocalist, and the owner of Evolve Vocal Studio. And today we are jumping right in and I'm giving you 3 tangible tools and ways for you to help discover and develop your own authentic voice. So many times singers coming to me complaining that they feel like they only imitate and they just aren't sure what their own voice is. So I want to say 2 things about that first. Number 1, there is nothing wrong with imitating. That is a wonderful tool and a great way for you to start to develop not only the skills in your voice, your skills technically, stylistically, but you take from all of those experiences to help develop your own voice. All of us are shaped by sounds and music and voices that we have heard in our lives. So that's not a bad thing. The problem with imitation is you don't want to just stop there, unless you are doing a Whitney Houston cover band and you want to sound just like Whitney Houston, which I really do not recommend because no one is going to sound like Whitney. But let's say you're doing a cover band like that, then okay, that's fine. You want to sound like Whitney. But most of the time, we want to start with imitation and then we want to take that into our own voice, our own body, our own experiences to make it authentic to us. So that's what we're jumping into today. So the very first thing and the most important thing that I want to talk about is anchoring your voice to your speech. So many times I see singers talking to me in their natural speaking voice, not thinking twice about it, and then we go to sing a song and they become very singery, and that doesn't sound authentic to them. So if we are singing contemporary commercial styles of music, which is certainly what I specialize in, so always what I am talking about, if we are singing pop, rock, folk, country, soul, R&B, worship music, all of those genres are very much attached to our authentic sound. And what is more authentic than our speaking? So how do you do this? You want to start with speech and then take that into your singing. So one of my favorites is just to call out to somebody across the street from you. Hey, yo, 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 hey. Not that you speak like that, you might, but in just your normal speaking voice. Don't overthink it. Then you're going to take that into an exercise. So let's make an interval of a fifth. We're going to say, hey, yo, 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 or hey, 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 yo, 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 very speechy. Hey, hey, hey. Now this is what I see a lot of times. You will say, hey, yo, and you jump into the exercise. Hey, hey, hey. Is there anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. That is you using that thinning muscle, that upper register head voice dominant sound. That's not a bad thing. If you are happy with that, if you like the way that feels and you like the way that sounds and you feel like that's authentic to you, you are done. That is wonderful. That's all that matters. Does it feel good to you? Do you like the way that it sounds? But many times singers feel like, what is the disconnect? I don't know what's wrong. It felt like me and now it doesn't. And it's because you're thinking about your speaking voice and your singing voice as 2 different things, 2 different places. And it is all the same instrument, all the same larynx, all the same 2 vocal folds. So when we can connect it to our speech, it is going to sound far more authentic. So that is number 1. You can do this not only in an exercise, but since we spoke about Whitney earlier, let's use her song, I Want to Dance with Somebody, for this example, right? If we do, clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade, that is connected to my speaking voice versus clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins. Is there anything wrong with that version? I don't want to listen to it, but absolutely not if you love it. The key though, for most of us, is we want to anchor it into our speech. So you can do this in an exercise, then you want to connect this over to your song. All of these exercises, all of these tools are going to be about crossing them over, taking them into any song that you are working on. So step number 1, connect it to your speech. Your singing voice and your speaking voice are the same. Tip number 2 is related to your speech. We're going to talk about phrasing. You want to phrase your lyrics in a song how you would speak them. And this is harder than it sounds. So many times, if we are taking I want to dance with somebody, oh, I want to dance with somebody, I want to feel the heat with somebody, I think about her rhythm. How would I speak this to someone, right? How would I say this to somebody? So I'm not just mimicking what I hear from her. And I'm using this song because almost everybody knows this one. Whitney is a queen and she's a really hard person to cover because we all know her songs and none of us. I'm never going to sound like her. And this whole exercise is not to try and sound like her. I can take pieces from her because she is absolutely a big influence for me. Just the age that I am. I listened to so much Whitney singing into that hairbrush when I was younger. But I don't want to try and sound like her because one, I'm not going to achieve that goal. I'm a different human with a different voice. Whitney is Whitney. She just is over there on her own. And then number two, she already exists, right? She already existed. So the point is for me to connect to whatever is authentic for me. So I want to think about those lyrics, how I would speak them. Hey, I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. I know this is so goofy. I really want to dance with somebody. And I want it to be with somebody who loves me. Versus, I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. And I know it sounds goofy and you might be watching this going, oh, Amber, I would never do that. We do it all the time. We get trapped into what we've heard before, or we get trapped into what I call singer voice. And we think, oh, I'm going to smooth this out, smooth and connected. Smooth and connected is wonderful if that is applicable to the style. But for this song, or for most of the time, we still want it connected to our speech. So tip and tool number 2 is to phrase things in singing how you would speak them. And how you are going to work on that is you are going to speak it first. It might feel goofy. I only feel goofy because all of you are watching. Actually, I don't feel that goofy, but it's going to get you where you want to go. Take the lyrics first and just talk them. And then you're going to sing them in that same rhythm that you spoke them. All of a sudden, that becomes very attached to how you speak, how you naturally communicate, your voice more authentic. And step number 3, tool number 3, I want you to take any song. We're going to use Whitney's I Want to Dance with Somebody for this. And I want you to get a lyric sheet, whether you print that out, whether you pull it up on your iPad or your phone, it doesn't matter. I love to have something though where I can write on it. You're going to take this first section of I Want to Dance with Somebody, the verse, clock strikes upon the hour and the sun begins to fade. Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. That's basically how Whitney sings it, right? So what we're going to do, and always hit record with this. Always record first, whether you record a video, whether you record audio, because this is all going to be off the cuff. For step number 3, there is no pre-planning because we are doing this to figure out what comes out of you, what influences, what sounds, what stylistic things are already in you, so authentic to you, that you just don't tap into because all you can do is think about this song that you know so well, right? And you end up imitating instead of connecting to the authentic voice that's inside of you. So we're going to take the lyrics here. We're going to take line number 1, clock strikes upon the hour. That is line number 1. And the sun begins to fade. 2, still enough time to figure out. 3, how to chase my blues away. 4, in each line, you are going to change one word, either melodically, which means you're going to change the pitch, the melody, rhythmically, you're going to change the rhythm of that, or dynamically. This can be a lot. Like I said, it is tough. And many of us get too in our brains and we think, okay, let me plan that. I don't want you to do that. I want you to just go for it. Hit play on the track, start to sing with it, and change at least one word per line, rhythmically, melodically, or dynamically. And when I say at least one word, I should point out one word is what we're going for, but what you might find is when you change one note, the pitch of one note, the melody a little bit, that might lead you to something very different than the original melody, which can be a great thing. You have to be willing to make some goofy sounds. Every time I do this exercise with an artist, with a singer, 75% of it or more makes us die laughing because it just doesn't work, right? It's just off the top of our head, what comes out. But always, 100% of the time, there is something that is gold in this exercise. So I'm going to read the lyrics. I'm going to do it. This is off the top of my head with no track a cappella. I am doing this and making myself look goofy so that you feel comfortable doing it as well. So I hope I'm in the right key. Clock strikes upon the hour. I might have switched it, but for this, that's the normal melody, right? So I'm going to now have to change one word in each of these lines melodically, rhythmically, or dynamically. And I'm just going to go for it. Let's see what comes out. Clock strikes upon the hour when the sun begins to fade. It's still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. So, was that fantastic? Do I want everyone on YouTube to see that? Not really. But are there things in there that I can use? I think yes. And so I can take those little pieces and go, oh, those little riffs are having that tendency to kind of flip up when she goes down, or to extend a note that she wouldn't extend. When I ebb and flow versus what the original is, that is the stuff that is authentic to me. And I can take number one, rooted in my speaking voice, with number two, phrasing it how I would speak it, with number three, doing this exercise to figure out just what comes out authentically. And there I start to build a version that is me. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, I hope you will like and subscribe. And there are a number of ways that you can work with me. Number one, I have a free training right now, how to sing the songs you want without breaking and cracking. You can take a wild guess what it's about. It's the thing that we're all working towards as singers, how to get our absolute best sound without vocal breaks and cracks, without changing in registration, changing in tonal quality. It's a fantastic hour-long training and it is free. Go to the link below and you've got it. Number two, my Vocal Pro membership is so all-inclusive. There are 3 different levels that start at $19 a month up to only $65 a month based on what you need, your voice, your goals. They include my 24/7 voice gym, over 150 vocal exercises, audio and video for all levels of singers, all areas of the voice. You get a weekly workout, a weekly video from me, live video feedback, live coaching time with me twice a month, an expert workshop every single month, all of my online courses, a discount on one-on-one lessons, my private community where you get to work with other singers just like you and get daily support from me and other vocal experts at the studio. It is fantastic. I hope you will check it out. I hope you will come back often. Happy singing.